Sniping and Call of Duty are inseparable. With each new release of a game comes a new set of sniper rifles that become dominant. In today's list, we're going to be talking about the top 10 sniper rifles in Call of Duty history. Now this list encompasses any Call of Duty up into and including Infinite Warfare, but not every installment has to have a spot on this list. Let's get started with number 10. First off, we have the KBS Longbow. Now if you played the Infinite Warfare beta, you know how dominant of a weapon the KBS can be, and with some versions of the KBS Longbow being basically top tier variants, the gun can be very deadly. And you can basically secure a one-hit kill in most areas of the body with this weapon. The sniping mechanic is slightly different in Infinite Warfare, but the KBS is still a very good sniper rifle, and for that it earns the number 10 spot on this list. At number 9, we have the PTRS. Now the PTRS basically outguns every other rifle in the sniper rifle category of World at War, being that every other option you have is a bolt-action rifle. The Springfield, Arisaka, Kar 98K, and the Mosin Nagants are all bolt-action rifles, while the PTRS is a gas-powered one. The PTRS can basically give people at almost any range, and it is a very powerful sniper rifle. You can secure a one-hit kill in most areas of the body from basically any range of the game, and for that, the PTRS deserves number 9. At number 8, we have the Moors. Now the Moors just kind of felt like a little bit of an intervention in Advanced Warfare, but it was actually just a railgun. You had to reload after every single shot, but it was a very quick reload. You could easily scope in, kill an enemy, reload, and get right back into the battle. The Moors was a very powerful sniper rifle that could secure a one-hit kill in, again, most areas of the body, basically like almost every other sniper rifle on this list. It was top tier in Advanced Warfare, and it was basically the only sniper rifle you mainly saw people using if they weren't using the Atlas. Next up, we have the M4OA3. Now this is a gun you see in Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, and it's kind of hard to choose that it's being one of the best sniper rifles. Because in Modern Warfare, there are so many good sniper rifles. You have the R700, the M21, and the M4OA3, just to name a couple of them, and they're all very good sniper rifles. But the reason the M4OA3 is on this list is because it has a little bit more ammo than the R700. It's the one you see more people using all the time. If you have stopping power on this thing, if the person is not using Juggernaut, you can basically almost guarantee yourself a one-shot kill. If they're using Juggernaut and you get a headshot, they are going to go down. This gun is very powerful, especially when paired with stopping power. At number 6, we have the M21 EBR. Now this is kind of a tie between the Modern Warfare and the Modern Warfare 2 version, but they're both basically the same weapon, so we're going to kind of condense them all into number 6 here. Now the M21 is not a bolt-action rifle, and it doesn't really have high damage, so why would it be on this list? Well, you can fire this thing extremely fast. If you have stopping power on this weapon, you can actually pull off some one-shot kills, but most of the time it's going to take 2 to 3 bullets. But if you got a fast enough trigger finger, you could easily pull this off and kill someone extremely quickly. Personally, I like putting a suppressor on this weapon because I can still fire off those 2 to 3 shots, and most of the time you're going to kill them in that area. And that's why I definitely like using the M21, and that's why it deserves a spot on this list. Halfway through the list, guys, at number 5, we have the Ballista from Black Ops 2. Now, obviously, you're not thinking of the Ballista on this list at most times, or at least not better than some other weapons from Black Ops 2, but the Ballista is a very good sniper rifle to use. Personally, I used the ballistic CPU to help compensate for the idle sway because I'm not really a quick scoper, and the Ballista also has a little bit larger of a magazine sizes compared to most sniper rifles, at least in the bolt action category. This thing has about 7 rounds. This thing will get you a one-shot kill in most areas in the chest and above, kind of like the shoulder area, so it's not as high damage as some other sniper rifles on this list, which is why it only lands at number 5. And at number 4 at the list, from Black Ops 1, we have the L96A1. This is one of the other snipers of the series where you kind of only really see this one in multiplayer unless someone's just trying to kind of troll with a different sniper rifle. But the L96 is a very sleekly designed gun. It has that distinct sound. You know when somebody is using this thing. Most of the time it's going to get you the one-shot kills, except in this gameplay you're seeing a lot of people using second chance for some reason. But this thing is really reliable. Most of the time you're going to hit the one-shots with this weapon. And the L96 is just such a good one, such a classic little weapon from Call of Duty. That's why it deserves to be on this list. On to the top 3 here, guys. We have the MSR, kind of the intervention of MW3. Ever since MW2 came out and the intervention was a weapon, you know, you always try to compare back to that. and the MSR is definitely one of those weapons. You know, you pair it up with some steady aim, you got sleight of hand pro, you can go ADS extremely quick, hit some trick shots, some no scopes, and the MSR is just a very high damage sniper rifle. It's the one you mainly saw in MW3, and you could usually secure a one-hit kill with it, as you could do with most sniper rifles. MSR, such a great weapon from MW3. Securing that number 2 spot is the DSR-50 from Black Ops 2. Now, we had the Ballista earlier on the list, so of course we got to give some loving to the DSR. This gun has a lot more damage than the Ballista. You're going to be getting those one-shot kills a lot more often with this thing. There was the famous DSR nerf that happened a while ago, but this gun is still a beast to this day. You can throw a ballistic CPU, laser sight, extended mags, and this gun still destroys people. It's mostly what people are going to be using if you go back and play Black Ops 2 now. DSR is number 2. You know that sound. Even before you clicked on the video, you probably could have guessed what the number 1 spot is. This is the Intervention from Modern Warfare 2. Even if you're not a Call of Duty player, you know the look of this gun. You know the sound of this gun. This is the epitome of a Call of Duty sniper. It's the first thing you think of when someone says a Call of Duty sniper. This thing will never disappoint you. Very high damage, throwing some stopping power. You're going to get hit in one-shots for days. And this is the game that spawned trick shotting. Whether you love it or hate it, this is the weapon you think of when you think of trick shotting, Call of Duty snipers. The Intervention taking that number 1 spot. And there you have it, the top 10 sniper rifles in Call of Duty history. How do you feel about the list? Do you agree with it? Do you not? Let me know in the comments down below what your picks are for the top snipers of Call of Duty history. Without that being said, though, I'd like to thank you guys for sticking around and watching this video. It took a lot of time to get the list, put it in order, get all the gameplay and all that stuff. So thank you guys for sticking around and watching this, and I will see you in the next one. Cheerio, mates!